What is going on, guys? It's your boy Reality Spin. We are back here with another video. This time around, we got some new characters to take a look at. We got two new characters revealed as of last night or 2 nights ago, depending on when you're watching this video. We have Aino and Lauma. So I've got both of the posts up. Obviously, we've seen both of these characters for the most part. It's just kind of like a official thing from Hoyoverse, so you know how it is. But we're gonna take a quick look at them, get some initial thoughts, and see what happens. See what we come across. Let's go ahead and start with Aino. So we have Aino, Clinky Clank Gadgets, a go-go parent of the Clink Clank Crumb Cake Craft Shop. So we know that Aino is the one that made Inefa. There's a little quick description on here. Quick, it's pretty lengthy actually. Let's see. Okay, whatever. We'll read it. A chaotic place lashed by howling, frigid winds. For many, this is their first impression of Nod-Krai. But once you familiarize yourself with its rules and patiently explore the land, you'll come to know that it is full of marvelous, wonderful things as well. As you shop, you may meet a robot girl, making purchases like anyone else, while the clanking of curiously shaped foundries echoes through the markets. If you're lucky, you may catch a glimpse of robots speeding by. Ask around and you'll learn that these are all Aino's creations. So she has multiple robots. Interesting. If this piques your curiosity and you wish to meet this genius inventor, it's no tall order. I wonder if that's a short joke. Just walk out of Nasha town and head to the outskirts where a giant metal building awaits. Before stepping inside, you'll be greeted by a unique aroma, a blend of machine oil, metal, and crumb cakes, the smell of home for Aino, who stays here with Inefa, her all-purpose household robot. Aino lives life by a simple creed: invent interesting mechanical wonders for fun, and when not tinkering away, enjoy the best snack in the world, Inefa's freshly baked crumb cakes. However, not all are lucky enough to meet this genius mechanic. Any who do not appreciate her creations will see the craft shop's door slammed shut in their face. So before flooding her with endless requests, maybe shower Aino's design with some well-deserved praise first. Otherwise, well, wouldn't it be a shame if disgusting crumb cakes started popping out of your next mechanical device for whatever reason? That's funny. She looks cool. I gotta say, when I first saw her design, I wasn't really too crazy about it in that the Nod-Krai teaser, where crazy reveals. But now that I see it, I'm kind of warming up to it. I didn't really notice the fact that her tail here is also like mechanical, so that's pretty cool. And then the fact that she is a Hydro Claymore user, something we haven't had for quite some time. And if you guys have been on the internet in any way, shape, or form, or any social media when it comes to Genshin, you know that Hydro Claymores are a meme. So it's going to be interesting to see what Aino does. I haven't really seen anything crazy about her gameplay yet, but she looks cool, and I'm very interested to see her role in the story. Since she made Inefa and she's the one that gave Inefa this letter that needed to be delivered to us, I haven't played through the story quest yet, but I will. I'm gonna be interested to see where that all kind of leads, and how I imagine she's gonna be one of the first characters that we meet in Nod-Krai. So gonna be interesting to see. But I do like her design. Her color scheme's cute. Like, she's a cute character. It's a little kid. So not really much more else to say there, honestly. I like the fact that she's a Hydro Claymore user, and we'll see what happens with her gameplay and all her and where she lands in the whole team building thing. So we'll see how that goes. But let's move on to, in my opinion, the more interesting character, Lauma. Here she is. Lauma, Evermoon's Sacrament Song, Maiden of the Grove. Though they are indigenous residents of the land, the Frostmoon Scions do not seem to fit in with the Nod-Krai of today. They are too ancient, too stuck in their ways, too rooted in worship of a god that they have never seen. They believe that the wintry woods are their shield and sanctuary, and that the light of the full moon can dispel all that ails. They pray to the moon, on their lips an eternal refrain: "O goddess of the Frostmoon, when will you answer our wishes?" And when they receive only silence, they turn and ask again: "O Lady Moonchanter, when will the goddess of the Frostmoon answer our wishes?" Thus did Lauma step out from beneath the shade of the trees into the light of the moon. Thus did the congregation bow before her radiant antler crown and silver-blooded totem. Thus she was anointed the agent for an absent god. Interesting. That's a very interesting description. Obviously, we know that she's part of the Frost Moon Science. It's one of the factions that are in Nod-Krai. I believe it's them, the Light Keepers, and some other faction. I can't remember what the third one was, but regardless, she looks. The Hunt. I think it was. I don't know. It's escaping me right now. But regardless, so she's part of the Frost Moon Scions, and she's like one of the main like moon maidens that they have there. So she's gonna play a huge part in the story. Like, for the way that they're kind of building up this character, it feels like she's obviously gonna be, I assume, our introduction to the Frost Moon Scions, considering that she's from that group. So I wouldn't be surprised if she also kind of led us into the whole like Columbina and like, is she the moon, is she not the moon, like what's going on with Columbina type of thing. Because you guys know, if you haven't seen, there are Columbina statues of the Seven. So it's gonna be interesting to see where Nod-Krai goes, because there are so many different avenues and so many different ways that they can take this story in Nod-Krai. It's just going to be interesting to see. And Lauma and Aino are going to be, it looks like Aino is going to be a 4-star and Lauma is going to be a 5-star, just based off of some of their designs and some of the rumors I've been hearing. But Lauma looks really cool. I like the fact that she's Dendro, and I like the fact that she's going to be doing a whole bunch of different things with Dendro. It seems like Genshin is trying to like release a new element but not release a new element, with like this whole like lunar version of reactions. Maybe they're not trying to do a new element, they're just doing brand new reactions linked to Nod-Krai characters. So I don't know if I'm fully on board with that. I do like the fact that they're experimenting with giving like exclusive reactions to Nod-Krai characters. I do hope that with that, they make it viable for like other characters too, because even though, you know, maybe first impression so far is that Lunar Charge is a side grade to Electro Charge, I would still like all the characters to have access to that. Is that a free character that we get? Is it an event character? Like, it would have to be like a free character that they give us. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with all the lunar reactions. And then obviously these two being our first foray into lunar stuff, it's going to be interesting to see how Aino works, and it'll be interesting to see how Lauma comes in and what changes she's going to make, because I think she's going to be the one that makes changes to the lunar stuff. So but yeah, guys, that is Lauma and Aino. I'm obviously more excited for Lauma because I think she's going to play a bigger part in the story, and I also like her design better. Like, she looks very, very maiden-esque. And then she also has that crazy like movement mechanic, so it'll be interesting to see with that. I think Aino's gonna have something like that too, but we'll have to stay tuned for that stuff. But let me know who you guys are more excited for in the comments. Are you more excited for Aino or Lauma? Let me know, and then we'll chat it up in the comments a little bit. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos that I have on the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.